Hi, I'm Nicola Foster. I'm a relationship and psychosexual therapist and coach, and I'm making a video today about the topic of boundaries. It's something that comes up in sessions with clients all the time. It's so fundamental whether you're in relationship or dating or even or simply for self-care. Now, boundaries may be a very familiar word to lots of you, and for some people it's not as it's not something that they think about that much. And sometimes people do ask me, well, what do you mean when you talk about boundaries? A very simple definition really of boundaries is, where our edges are, what we have a yes to and what we have a no to, and communicating that. And that sounds so easy, doesn't it? It sounds so easy. And it's not so easy. I've been practicing with boundaries for a long time, and I'm still practicing, because actually communicating no, especially those of us who are British, we're not very good at being direct. The idea that no might be a complete sentence with a full stop at the end seems an absolute anathema to many of us. So I'm going to give a couple of examples around boundaries, just to help sort of elucidate what it means. So one that I think comes up when I'm talking to clients who come and see me in the area of wanting to do dating, or also in relationships, is about timekeeping. So, for example, I hear people say sometimes, oh, well, he texted at, 10 o'clock, and that wasn't really okay for me. But we ended up going out for a drink at 10 because, he wasn't really free before 10. Well, if your boundary, if you have an edge about that, then it's really great to just be clear and say, I'm not really available to make late minute dates, last minute dates. 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, I'm not free to make same night plans. And then sticking to it, that's the key, the self-discipline to stick to the edge, the boundary, the set boundary, even when that doesn't feel super easy. Sometimes, you might want to go out, but having the willingness to stick with your own self-care boundaries is really important. Another one that feels like it can be really helpful to set boundaries around is communication and contact. So if somebody, if it's becoming difficult, that this comes up all the time in couple relationships, in dating, that one person would like really regular communication, like every day or several times a day, and somebody else doesn't really see that that's that important. They're happy to just be in touch when they meet up. I highly recommend having conversations about what you would like, making an agreement. Once you know where your edges are, you can make agreements that might involve negotiation, might involve compromise, but you agree with the other person what's acceptable for both of you. And now, why is it important to keep boundaries? Well, I mentioned the word self-care. It's so important with self-care to be able to say no and create the time that we need for ourselves. Boundaries, for me, boundaries became really helpful when I was working in corporate jobs, to just be clear with myself when I wasn't available at weekends or on holidays, and to set really clear boundaries, because people will always try and break your boundaries, and it's up to you to maintain them and uphold them, but you have to be clear what they are to start with. It can help you build self-respect. It can help avoid misunderstandings. You know, so many misunderstandings happen around communication and contact. And one I really love, and that leads me on to something I was going to recommend, is that it can help you to be more loving, because you're not building up resentment about things that that are unspoken, and that is something that trips people up quite often. And there's a beautiful Brené Brown video that I'm going to link to underneath this video, where she talks about how setting her boundaries really helped her to be more loving to the people that she was in contact with. So yeah, I'm Nicola. I'm a relationship therapist and coach. If you'd like some help with setting boundaries or clarifying what your boundaries are, and you're looking for some coaching or therapy, please drop me a PM, reach out. We can schedule an inquiry call about joining coaching with me. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Bye.